Welcome to Too Hot to Sip podcast. Your host Diana is bringing you all the news stories and hot topics you can't resist. Whether it's trending tea or real-life truths, we're diving in with a fresh perspective, ready to sip, spill, and savor every bit. So, grab your cup, settle in, and let's get into what's too hot to ignore.
Hey, you guys. What's up? What's going on? So, it is the end of Tuesday. We are heading home. And you know what? I was really thinking about this. This is like a thought, and I think we should literally talk about it. It's like a short mini story time, but I just want to talk about like how the fuck I feel now when it comes to like love, dating, boyfriend, marriage, and everything. Because at this point of age of 31, you learn a lot of stuff, you know? And I'm still learning because I'm not at a mature age per se. But yeah, so let me start, right? At the age of, I believe, 21, I was about to turn 22 in a couple months. I have met this guy from, I think it was Tag, the dating app was. It was Tag. And I'm not gonna lie, he was fucking cute as fuck. Like, even though I would never go for like a light-skinned man, that was never my go-to. But I gave him a shot anyways, right? Because he was fucking cute as fuck. He had the big eyes that I like on a guy. He had the cute little pinchy nose. He had these beautiful pink lips. And he fit the description. Like, he was a thug, but not like a gangster or thing like that. But he was like a street thug. You know what I'm saying? And the whole package was there. So, at my adolescent, let me not say that. As my young 20, okay, literally fresh, brand new, just dipped my toe in, turning like 22 or whatever. Like, we matched and we were just chatting, you know what I'm saying? I think when we was chatting for a while, he asked me to go over to his studio where he would do like music things or whatever. Like, maybe, I don't know, he was like some type of engineer, producer, whatever. And I don't know. I think he was trying to vet me, asking his friends or co-workers like what they thought about me and whatever. And he came in, he was like, yeah, you cute. Yeah. And go back and forth. And I knew he was smoking. I wasn't like really like bothered by that. But I was just sitting there, just texting my friend and, just vibing out with him and whatever. And we was chatting. I was just sitting there. He really just had me sitting there, I guess, to be like a groupie or whatever at the time. And I was telling him in the beginning, literally in the fucking beginning, I want something serious. At the time, I did want to be married, like blah, blah, blah. And he was like, okay, well, let's see how things go. And, we determine, right? That's what he said. Turned 22, he sent me happy birthday, whatever. He asked me to come over. And I guess my birthday gift was finally losing my V card to him and whatever. This nigga would never believe that he was my first. Like, literally, he was my first. I don't know. Is it because I was watching too much flicks or whatever? But he was literally my first. My first time, for him entering the cave, for me actually knowing what I'm doing or whatever, like just the first. I was very excited. I was very like loose and comfortable around him. I guess because I was like very sexually attracted to him and attracted to him. I mean, just my body just did what it needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, right? So for a while, we have been on and off, on and off, on and off, right? And we got to a point where this year we reached to 8 years, right? Of being on and off, literally me giving him an ultimatum, him changing to be a better person for me and giving relationship a try, then situation with him and his job, losing his home, losing his business, and etc. I just got to a point where I was tired. I was literally tired. I was so blinded by love with this guy, my very first love. I have never really loved anybody else besides my family. So I stick beside him. And I think that is a trait that I have, a Capricorn, where I would stick beside you, bitch. Okay? That's the crazy thing. And he was my comfort zone. Like, he was there through all my bullshit. I was there through all of his bullshit. So we just knew each other. We was comfortable with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I will always battle the thought, like, you know what, this is all I deserve. Like, who else gonna date me? Who else gonna put up with my shits or the things I'm going through? Why do I want to start over and, do this all over again and teach the person how to, treat me, talk to me. And it was just always this battle back and forth, right? In my 20s. And as I got to my 29th year, I had told him, I said, hey, listen, I mean, I love you and whatever, I understand you're not in a particular place right now where you can take care of me or whatever, but we need to do something. We've been together for 6 years now. Like, what's the deal or whatever? I think it's 6 years, right? If I'm mistaken, probably more. I don't know. So what's the deal? Like, we need to figure it out because right now I'm in a place where I do want a family. I do want to move in with my guy. I do want to have kids for my guy, and etc. So, you know, you got to make a choice. And I said, you got until my birthday when I turn 30. Do something. Either leave me alone, go away. We could be friends, but this have to stop between us, etc. And of course, he didn't like it, but he always claimed he would. This nigga was so toxic. Do you understand? He was so toxic. He would say yeah, but he could never stop texting me, could never stop calling me, could never stop coming to see me, and etc. And I'm like, listen, I can't do this with you right now. So again, I fell for the shit because he changed. He was like, we can try this and that, whatever. And I hit 30. 30 came around, same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Telling him, look, I'm tired of this. I can't keep doing this with you. You need to figure it out. You need to, when I turn 31, I don't want to go back and forth with you. I don't want to, do this. You need to figure out, do you want to be together? You're telling me it's not me, it's something you made up before, but I've been beside you for how many years, and I showed you that I'm not your ex and this and that and whatever. So what is the difference? What is causing you to not change your mind and seeing that I may be the person you want to be with or whatever the case may be? He could never answer it. He will always tell me, you are good. You will make somebody happy, this and that, whatever. But right now I had already made plans that I don't want kids. I don't want to be married. I don't want to live with anybody. Yada, yada, who. But that never, he said, but that could always change. And I'm like, I'm not going to lean on that. Like, I'm not going to be holding on to that and whatever. So this year, I finally made the choice. After he could never tell me he loved me or anything like that, I would ask him, do you love me? He get upset, he'll this and that. And I'm like, well, then you know what? That's it. This will be the last time you will see me. And I stood beside it, you guys. Now, my best friend will tell you, I will always say that, and I always would run back to him after he showed me a little change, stalk me, act motherfucking crazy, have conversation on the phone by himself without me replying, and etc., blowing my phone up, calling me, leaving long messages saying I'm not going nowhere, you stuck with me, this and that. Just acting crazy than a bitch, Stalking my house. God knows if he knew where I worked this time, he would stalk my job and whatever. And I was like, fuck that shit. So I stopped talking to him. I ended up not replying to his text messages no more. doing the same thing. And I told him, look, just leave me alone. I'm really over it. I'm done and through. I'm over it. Just leave me alone. And he wouldn't take it to mind. He would literally laugh. And you know what? Yeah, it's my fault because every time I leave him, I always round out coming back to him. And now he just don't take me serious when I say I'm leaving you. Like, I'm done. I'm over. So yeah, it is my fault. Okay, I'll take that because I trained him in saying, I'm gonna leave you because you was acting like this, and then when he changed, come back and he's doing the same bullshit. So this time I took it to the next step. I changed my number. I blocked him, and then right after that, I changed my number. Reason why I did this is because he has this crazy habit of creating fake numbers with these free app texts and call me from them. I understand iPhone now have like this thing why if it's unknown, it will go straight to your voicemail. But the thing is, it doesn't stop text messages, right? So I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm dead ass serious. I want him to leave me alone. I want him to move on. I want to move on for my health. I don't want to be with somebody that clearly doesn't want nothing but sexual things. You know what I'm saying? And because I am helping him out, I am, buying groceries when I seen he don't have groceries. Like driving him places where he needs to be drove. There when he just want a body next to him. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm being used. So I was tired of that. I said, I don't want this to be my life. I don't care if I literally have to be single for the rest of my life. I would prefer that than being unhappy next to a guy that I don't know what he actually feel. If I'm just a placement holder for his next person when he get back on his feet or whatever the case may be. So I did that. I changed my number. I called T-Mobile. I'm like, hey, how much is it going to cost to change my number? They say, look, for this one time, it's going to be free. What number? Got the number, change it. And baby, I've been done and out with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just making this story short just so I can just share my opinion about it. Because low key, it kind of frustrate me because I had so many opportunity to date other guys that wanted something serious with me, but I was always holding hope that he would be the one to be like, okay, do something, propose to me, tell me he wants something serious, move me in with him, or whatever the case, because I was always good to him. Yes, I had my flaws. I'm not saying I was a perfect girl. Yes, I had my flaws. So do he. We did what we did. But at the end of the day, I was just always good to him. And he could never say I wasn't. And it was just sad because I'm like, damn, I missed so many opportunities. Guys that used to talk to me and wanted to date me and, be serious, they already found their girlfriend or their wife. They're married now and happy, have a home, have kids and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here on the sideline at my age, and the person I thought I was going to have that with didn't give that to me and literally just wasted my youth, basically, my good 20s on bullshit. Again, I'm not going to put everything on him because, yes, it was my fault too. But at the end of the day, people got to understand when you're in love with someone, you'll take all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You'll accept all the bullshit. And you will literally vision things that you thought was going to happen. You vision things that you felt like was going to happen. But then in reality, that shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? And it's killing me now because now I already had trust issue. Now I have it 10 times more in anxiety. I don't know how to date. I don't know when someone actually wants to take me serious or don't want to take me serious. I don't know how to really act, to really catch someone so we can actually date and be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I have not experienced any of that. And I'm not saying this so that you guys can blow up my DM and give me false hope. Y'all trying to be with me. It's just a reflection of how people can really waste your time when they're not truthful from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? When they know for a fact they never wanted anything serious with you and just wasted your time. I would rather have a million heartbreaks in my 20, but found a relationship in my 20 where someone actually took me serious, and by now I should be in a loving relationship, or by now I should be married, by now I should have had kids for this person. You know what I'm saying? At this fucking age. And I'm not gonna say, oh, it's because my dad. Because listen, you know what? Haitian dads, they always say some caca like this, saying, oh, nobody's gonna want you when you're 35 because you can't bear kids, or it's gonna be difficult for you to bear kids, and this and that, and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for me to find someone. You don't want to be alone. It's gonna be very hard, very difficult for you, this and that, and and I'm not gonna take that bullshit. Because you know what? I'm tired of my dad with that weird saying. I understand, yeah, when you get older, it is gonna be hard for you to take care of yourself. So it's gonna be good to have someone else. But at the end of the day, if we're both getting old together and we both are sick and elderly, you wouldn't be helping me either way. You know what I'm saying? We still would need to go to hospice or a senior home, so someone else to take care of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the difference? But I'm saying this to say that as much as I had fond memory with him, I just wish we ended things 2 years, 3 years into this whole relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, so that I had the opportunity to find the person that really wanted to be with me. And I don't have these weird episodes sometimes, once in a blue moon, where I feel lonely. Like I'm not meant to be with anyone. Or I would never find my person, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I just wish we ended it very soon, because it really just wasted my hope and dream for a partner in my life. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It really sucks. And I know there's some girls, some men that have gone through similar situation like that, where you've been with a person for years on end, past 10 years. Some of them, I'm not going to say gets lucky, because at the end of the day, it's basically like a shut up ring, because I've been with you for so long and I'm at this particular age, and I don't think anybody useful or anything like that will take me. Since you're already here, I'm going to take you. And the crazy thing is, I have a best friend that said the same shit, right? He's been with this particular girl for how many years, right? And he's like, you know what? She's been around, we've been talking, dating here and there. So, you know what? I'm just going to propose to her and just settle down. And it's not like he's settling down because he really wants to. He really loves her and he see that this is the partner for him. He's just settling down because she's been around. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. I don't want that. I want somebody that wants to settle down with me, that wants to marry me because they see the value in me, that they're truly in love with me. They see that they can spend their entire life with me, and not because I've been with you for so long. So, hey, you here? All right, I'll put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? That's really a slap in the face. It's very disgusting. So, yeah. So I wanted to share that because I have been thinking about that. And since I've been you know, talking to my therapist and whatever, I just felt the need to kind of share that because I know there's some girls that's going through similar shit like that, and some people may not be gracious to have therapy to talk to someone about it. Um, but I just want to say there are people that goes through this. You are not alone. There are people that go through the same situation where, they've been with somebody for years on end, wishing and praying and hoping that that person would finally propose and never does. And there's going to be a time where you got to make a decision if you want to stick beside them or you want to try your luck and actually find your person for you. And what I'm going to say, don't waste your time. Don't. Okay. If you notice within 2, 3 years, they're not budging to make anything serious. They're not budging to propose and spend their life with you. Just because y'all move into an apartment, just because y'all have kids together, doesn't mean this person wants to spend the rest of their life with you. So even though you may not want to be married, you still have to clarify with that person, do they want to spend the rest of their life with you? Do they want to be together and go through life together? Whether y'all get married or y'all elope or y'all do some type of agreement amongst each other, you still should have some type of security that you have someone beside you when, God forbid, all your family is no longer with you. So, you guys, let me know how y'all feel down below. Let's chat a little bit more. If y'all want to hear some story times between me and my ex, let me tell you, I can literally give a whole season regarding my ex and the things we have gone through together for the past 8, 9 years. Okay. So let me know down below if you would like, and I could start that series and let's chat about it. See you. Talk to y'all soon.